Salut tout le monde et bienvenue à Ris avec nous. Ilikuwa na Ris avec nous.
Where Kenyan flavor meets
Non,
French
ilikuwa
flavor.
ama don ama sio.
Bienvenue dans une autre épisode de Ris Avec Nous.
Okay. Take two. Salut tout le monde et bienvenue à Ris avec nous where Kenyan flavor meets French flair.
Ça fait très longtemps, non?
It's been like, it's 1 year.
1 year, yeah.
No, the last time we shoot was like January 20. It's 1
1
year.
year. And 1 year and it's over 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to say we are sorry, but we've already said sorry like a
So many
previous episode when we were saying about like challenges of content creators. But anyway, we had good things.
Going on, yeah?
Yeah.
Just take it as is.
I think, like, what's your excuse for disappearing?
Guys, it's really hard to do it without a co-host. I tried once. Yeah. I don't have an excuse. Why are you putting me on the spot?
No, because I wanted to hear your excuse. My excuse is that the magazine just took too
Oh,
much.
yeah.
Like, I think the transition
For
I think the transition from like podcast to the magazine beginning of 2025 and then the launch and moving countries. It's a lot.
We have to hear about that.
And I'm just a girl, so
Yeah.
but now we're back for real this time. And probably we'll share like good news by the end of this episode. Yeah, we should. But anyway, we can start with our favorite segment. Qu'est-ce qui a attiré votre attention cette semaine? I didn't think about that.
Pour moi, c'est pas une chose. How do I say this? It's more like sad. Parce que one of our mentors, would I say, and also somebody who watches Ris Avec Nous so much is leaving. Yeah, so
A shout out.
yes. So I think that is one thing that has really got my attention. I didn't know that he was leaving.
I think maybe I knew, but I just didn't anticipate it would be this sad. Yeah, we were talking about Monsieur Bernard Luto, but he was really like one of our biggest supporters when we started the podcast, and you know now we've given him a shout out. It's so sad to see him leave. Yeah, okay.
Qu'est-ce que c'était?
Pour moi, c'était maintenant je prépare pour mon examen de Bodo. Guys, I'm seeing dust. Yesterday I realized I'm learning new things instead of revising.
You're studying the syllabus
Afresh because wow, what it was just like tutuwajione game kwani nimesoma hapa. No matter. Anyway, I'm preparing for my B2 exams, and it's
hectic.
I'm seeing things, but yeah, hopefully it will be better. I think maybe something else in the news that caught your attention. That's in regards to
En général, currently there's a strike called it's called Cockroach Janta Party. It's happening in India. The Gen Z, whatever happened here last year, 2024. So it's happening in India. There's this leader who called the Indian youth, the Gen Z, that are employed that they're like cockroaches. So it has created an entire, and it's been going on, and it's I think at its peak right now. So I've been following through that, and it's interesting to watch, but it's also very sad to watch because I'm seeing a lot of similarities with police brutality and what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. We can start that episode now. This time we're trying not to have like long episodes.
Yeah.
So So from I think our headline, we're going to do expectations versus reality. So this is probably the right time for you to give them your good news, and then we can proceed to why.
Yeah, so finally, we'll be going back to France together. Together, and it's exciting because last year she left and we couldn't continue. We had planned to really go do Ris Avec Nous over there, but now we're going back to France. So it's really exciting, and because it's going to be my first time, I have a lot of expectations, which some will be met, some won't be met, but it's really good to know what will be met and what won't be met because we already have someone in the experience.
And I will tell you the truth.
Black and white. No, there's nothing you're going to cover. So yes, I think I want to know a lot of things, but the first thing, let's say le mode de transport, because je sais le train and le métro, and I know of. Actually, I think that is the most efficient. I am assuming it's going to be very smooth to get the train hourly and with keeping time and everything. But I would like to understand your experience with the trains in Paris and in France in general.
Okay. I think reality is hakuna losing. Like there's no bike, and I think that was like the worst thing for me because I went to the supermarket and bought so much, and then nikitoka outside I'm like, oh my god, there's no. But they do keep time. Like that's the best thing. Like it made me learn how to keep time. I'm not an African timer anymore. As of today, now today. That wasn't my fault. Ni matatu. So
you should have anticipated.
Yeah, but they do keep time. Like the trains are because there's a difference between trains, Metro I think is only found in like in
the France,
like in Paris.
Yeah.
In Nantes it was more of like trams. Like
Yeah.
I think these other cities have more of like trams. And for Metro, I think I'd say like a culture shock was we were so many. Like you see the way you see Subway, New York, that's how it is. Like it's everyone and everyone's sister, brother, grandmother. We were so many. There were so many. I think also the integrity that they have with paying, like they just assume, everyone who's in there, you've paid.
Let's keep it at that. Let's keep it at
Yeah, but also I think something else you'd find is it's so quiet. See, and like, okay, I don't want to make comparison with like in Kenya or in Nairobi, but in Nairobi, some of the buses where you enter and there are hawkers, someone is selling, I don't know, pencils, this one is preaching, this one is telling you about their life story. They don't have that. And there's no someone opening their TikTok all of a sudden. No, everyone has les écouteurs. It's actually compulsory to have them. More, you just sit with your thoughts. But there's no, even making calls in the train it depends.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah, because it's giving an oath.
Thank the Lord, because
Yeah.
if I imagine the public transport here, I feel like it's a bit hectic, especially with
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yes, for them, I think it makes sense. It's just that maybe at night it won't be the same. Like if you need to move around, Uber is quite expensive because they have like a flat rate of the minimum, which is like 10 euros, and that's roughly 1,500. That's like the lowest you could ever pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about electricity? I mean, I'm moving from a developing country.
Yeah.
And we are so prone to upepo kidogo, we've already lost the life. So I'm hoping the entire time you were there, was there any point where you did not have electricity?
No. Actually, no. Like, I think when I got there and then I asked, because when I was being shown my apartment, like everything you need, the last question I asked is, I didn't see torches or, candles.
Yeah.
So what happens
In case,
when the lights go off? And they're like, lights go off. Where are they going? That's what she asked me, where are they going? I was like lights. like winter, like
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I think the first time it rained heavily, I reached out to charge my phones and I was like, they said like, because they do everything with electricity, they cook with electricity, they do everything. So I think if it gets lost, it's a bit
Hectic.
for them, yeah.
Okay. So, I also have this expectation, and I'm sure a lot of people going with their tapis for a DL program, they also have long shows. I'm assuming every weekend I will be outside. It does not matter where, but every weekend I am visiting a country or going somewhere. The whole point is I want to be outside every weekend. How was that for you? Because I'm assuming you also have the same thought when you're leaving, or you're more an indoors person because I want to be outside.
No, actually, I'm not an indoor person. I think with the friends that I went to France with, I'm the one who Kiguna did like I walk. Oh my god, man, I walked. Wow. I just I was never at home during vacances, like especially since my classes would end on Wednesday and probably everyone is closing on Saturday. From Wednesday 3 p.m. I'm not in that house till the other week, Saturday maybe, because Sunday there's no like transport. But I don't know, the first, I wouldn't say every weekend because at some point you might get tired, especially with winter. Like there's something it does where you're more tired and you just want to, like the weather is not interesting to walk around. It will depress you more. You want to leave. But December just be outside. Whether it's snowing, it's raining, just be outside because you'll miss the sherehe at home. So it will be so unlike you to stay, but it depends with where you're going, especially since you're in Ile-de-France. Maybe you can't tour. I don't know. I think I went to see the Eiffel Tower like 2 times. But that time I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say like maybe you'll keep on going to the Eiffel Tower. I think maybe and then December all the tourists are there, so it won't be
As
as
magical.
interesting. Yeah. But being outside on weekends is not like here, like Friday I'm gone, come back on Sunday. It just depends. It would be ideal if you're traveling during your holidays or if your weekends are long, because I had long weekends. So if I leave Wednesday, come back on Sunday, I didn't miss something. But the money is where, yeah, unless the people you're going to see they host you, you don't have to like. Because food, if you're leaving your house, you have to think of transport, food, where you're going to sleep. So if that's like already sorted, it's doable. But
Okay.
yeah, I think during winter it's a bit depressed. Like winter is just.
I love that you brought up winter because my next 2 points are tied to winter and depression. Let's first look at winter. How bad is it? I mean, like, how bad is it, one? And then, because if I'm shopping for winter, am I just buying sweaters in Kenya, jackets, trench coats, and that's enough? Or like, how would you advise somebody to do it? But let's first look at the code. How bad is it?
Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't say it was that bad. Like my idea of winter was more of like Home Alone. Like that's what I had in my head. But then I think it's because the lowest we got was -10, which is like okay, we're overdoing it now. But it wasn't, personally, it wasn't that point where I felt like I would die. Yeah. I don't know, maybe also because my house was like way warm. The thing that was extreme were the winds. So they would give you like notifications that today, be aware of the winds. And then one day I was just like, no, we need to leave the house by 6:40. Left the house, went to the bus station, and then got carried by the wind. And they say this story, people think it's a joke. Wamama walikuwa wananishikilia hapo kwa stage.
That is really
And it was more embarrassing because it's me plus my suitcase. I'm assuming my suitcase will give me the weight of both of us.
For the view of life.
So they don't joke with the winds. I think the wind is like, yeah, it's not ill pepper, baharini or something. They are not joking.
That would be a very good ad for Red Bull. Like Red Bull gives you wings.
The wind was like, no. But winter was not. I expect it to be extremely hot. I'm not saying it's like okay. Also, it's also especially January. that's when you'll feel because
Yeah.
for me, when it snowed, it was way warmer than when it rained, and it was just cold. And I think for winter, sorry, it's mainly in the morning
Yeah.
and at night. So at night is when you feel the cold, because sometimes it could, like, the 2 degrees for me were just. So I had to get like a pajama set that was like came from wool directly. Yeah, that's what helped me. In terms of like clothes, you can carry your sweaters, but trust me, you'll end up buying warmer clothes there. Like, especially, like, my advice would be to get if you can't get thermal outfits here in Kenya, you can, but it's very rare to get them. So it would be easier if you go to France and you buy like thermal tops, so you don't have to layer so much. Yeah, because the cold. But I had this. You see this puff jacket.
Yeah.
They worked for me. I didn't have to do it, so I actually sweat because now it's a lot. And a leather jacket, they help so much. But yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about depression. I remember reading an article you wrote, and I couldn't understand it because I was like, okay, I know I will miss home. That is something I know will happen.
Yeah.
But what is this about depression that is tied to winter? How is it because you are home alone? Is it because what is happening? Why is it such a big deal? Because you see, here depression, we don't look at it like that. It's just like you could just be doing other things. So, what brings it on, or what, in your opinion, brought yours on?
So I'd say for me, because it was like immediately I got there, okay, not immediately, like a month after I got there. So we were still in like vacances, like it was still holiday, and I was staying in a smaller town. And I was living alone in a 2 bedroom house, just me.
It was your first time.
Exactly. And then it's a town where even if you go outside, you won't find people. And like some of my friends in North who were, they had roommates, they were staying in the host family, so you're around
You're
people.
surrounded by people.
And I grew up in a home where we were always have. You see that thing where people have relatives? I always had relatives. Like we would. It was never just the 5 of us. Like my parents and my brothers. It was us plus an aunt, an uncle, plus the house girl at this point. There's a cousin. So like, coming from that to it's just me. Like your chances of running mad are so because also with winter sometimes the connection is a bit slow, especially if you want to talk to people and let's face it, like winter it's like you're 2 hours behind. Can't keep on calling people. By the time you're going for lunch, it's 3 p.m. there, they have other things to do. So yeah, like the lack of human interaction. I think I went for a week without talking to a human being.
Or talking at all for that matter. Oh, you are talking to yourself?
Point. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you would make calls, but it can't last that long.
Yeah.
With your friends, and that time, like in Kenya, everyone is outside. It's December or whatever. Like okay, it's not December, but November. It's already people going for events and all. So yeah, if you're not around people, okay for me. It was like really difficult. But I'd say if you find yourself in the same situation, just try to take a walk. I don't know, because even I tried taking a walk. My town was completely people were never outside. Like I don't want to call it a village because it wasn't like a village, but it was very small. Like it didn't have so much to. We didn't even have a train station. That can just explain how small it is. So even if you walk outside, you can walk for an hour and it's just you.
Okay. And what about this thing? I hear people say, or previous assistants belong. They talk about having oranges during winter. It will help with the depression. What is that? I feel like it's such a
Okay, not with the depression, but you'll feel like you miss is it vitamin C or vitamin B?
vitamin C.
There's something, yeah.
Yeah.
So with time, because of the new food, whatever, like oranges, it did help me, but not with feeling better. But it does help with your health. I never got a cold in France, even with the -10. I came to catch a flu here. I came
A
back.
good way to welcome you back home.
Yeah, I never got a cold. The oranges do help with. I feel like oranges are just such a natural medicine, so it's good to get them. I think there's something you asked, and
We forgot.
Or if you miss home, of course you will miss home, but also it depends with people's lives back at home. I think for me, I missed my friends mostly because we used to hang out almost every day, and now I'm in a place where it's like my next friend is 45 minutes away. I still have to, I don't have a car, so I have to ask for a ride. The bus is coming at what time. So you're just like, you know what, never, I can't come. But also my family, I felt like I missed them mostly during Christmas, which is so ironical because every Christmas I used to tell my brother, next Christmas one nice takwa. Because of like the house chores I had to do. Everyone comes, you're washing clothes. I swear I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here. And then now it was Christmas, so I'm not there. And I was like,
I really
I would rather do the dishes.
As long as you have family.
Yeah.
Okay. What about maybe the food? In the sense that I'm a big foodie. Very obvious, I assume. But how did you adapt to the food there? Because I'm scared of, for us, escargot, okay, I'm excited with the wine because you have wine with every meal, but aside from that, the other foods and how do you get used to it? Because I used to see the foods you used to cook and they were very weird combos and I was like, oh, is this really the France I want to be in, So yeah.
No, first of all, I never tried escargot. I just, no way. I do have a friend who tried, she
I am
liked
going
it.
to try.
Sorry, never. No way. But food is also, I think I'd say if you are like in Swahili, kama wewe ni fundi, I'm so sorry. You just have to get used to the Indomie type of meals. Like if you think kuna kula ugali, no, that's
Forget about it.
Yeah, have that as your last meal here because it's unless you can do curry ugali, but then their food tastes different, especially if you use the ingredients to cook our meals. Like if you want to do ugali hakuna sukuma, just so
spinach.
Exactly, and it's not the leaf that we have here. It's like smaller, whatever. Yeah, at some point I thought Nimira. Because I expected spinach to be like this, but yeah, it's not the same. Maybe cabbage, but if you try cook Kenyan meals there, I think you'd have a hard time. It's easier to just
try to adapt.
Make their meals. Like you see these meals on TikTok, those are actually the like pasta in all forms and shapes. You'll try all the recipes, or you'll eat a lot of chicken because chicken is like the cheapest thing. Meat for us was very expensive, so we opted for pork. I actually never used to eat pork before. I just had to because there's no like meat, whatever. Even for fish, there's no tilapia. For you, as a like because it's tuna and salmon. Salmon was good, but I bought it once.
You have to plan in advance if you're planning for a trip.
I used that as like a bonus salary because I was getting a bonus. So I was like, it's the time to buy salmon.
Yeah.
What other forms of food? I still don't like cheese, but I tried cheddar in most of my sandwiches. That's the farthest I could go. The rest, no. I think main of like their meals you might like them like there's something called galette, but which is like more in norms because of Britain, I think in English. Yeah, I think the galette was interesting taste. They have something called raclette. Is it like raclette? I'm hoping. That's it. But now the cheese for me was just like no.
Wasn't working.
Yeah, no. But they do have like interesting meals. You'll just get lots of pasta, lots of chicken. What else did we used to cook? Because I just tried to be creative. This is the day I even had like cucumber and eggs and ugali. And personally, I just don't eat.
So you're okay with
I was so okay. The Indomie there was like very different, which it's weird because not them. It's like Japanese like noodles, ramen, which is now real noodles.
Yeah.
I'm like, what we have
What
here.
we eat.
But now it wasn't eating like Indomie at home, so I stopped. But yeah, sandwiches, you eat lots of
Bread.
pastry.
I was waiting for you to get to that baguette.
Oh my god.
Because-
Baguette for me,
Mhm.
a culture shock I had was, okay, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way they, because we were talking with like some Kenyans and we're like, I don't know if it's the way they treat them. They treat it so common. Like you'd go to someone's house, for example, and there's a baguette just there. Like it's just
chilling.
sahani or
It's just chilling somewhere.
yeah, and then when we're having food, we'll be having something that's not even related to that baguette. They will take it and it's like very hard. You can't do it. But they put it somewhere on the table. And then the first time I saw a baguette there, they were using it to like clean their plates, like the stew. So I was like, is this oh my god? Because they see now all the champagnes, we bought baguettes to eat with like tea in the morning.
Yeah.
No.
Umesema kuna mkati ngumu mbele ya chai.
No, we're not supposed to take it with tea. Like
Really?
Yeah, it will become. I think it just tastes better with the food as a food accompaniment. Like we're having pasta with mincemeat or whatever. I can't remember how she called it, and then with baguette.
Baguettes. Okay.
Yeah, but their pastry is good. Oh my god! And you will get fat because of the pastry. The bread.
Wow.
Honestly, the bread is so nice. Even the cheapest one, where it's like cents, the bread is so good. You should try something called brioche. It's a type of bread.
Yeah.
Very expensive, but very worth trying.
I've tried a Kenyan version
Of brioche.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ate a croissant in some restaurant.
In Kenya?
Yeah, and I was like, guys.
This is not it. This is not
Just stop. Yeah, but the croissants are good.
Mm-hmm.
The brioche was really amazing. Brioche is now high class people that they would eat every day because it's like €6 for bread.
Yeah.
But it's nice. What other like this? The pastries are good, and of course the wine. Wine got like 250 bob. Imagine a whole bottle. And then here it's like still 3K.
Yeah.
These guys are robbing us, bana.
And that's like the basic one. The more
Yeah, a rosé was like roughly, let's say now 600 because rosé is like a bit pricey. It's now like 600 Kenya shillings. But yeah, it was so nice. Like I drank wine. I missed their wine. And because it's cheap one.
Yeah. So let's start with what are some of the things that you carried that you never used, and what are some things that you did carry that you wish you carried?
I wish I carried braids.
Oh, really?
I wish
Writing that down, braids.
I don't know what was going on in my no, I knew I was going to do like this natural twist out, and I thought I would be so I should have carried braids, just even a packet, because braids there is like one packet's like €5, that's like 650 actually or something one packet.
And you
But
need
it's
like
like a lot.
for
For people who do a lot of whatever. Because even wigs, you can't buy wigs there. But just get your wigs from Dubois, please.
okay.
Yeah.
I had plans, man.
My God, ask Clarice. There's a wig we unboxed together. Like she laughed and
We need to do that unboxing video.
and left me on the video call because she was even crying. Like, it was that bad. She was like, I don't want to make you feel bad. I had to just take back that wig, man. This guy is That's so I wish I carried braids or stuff to do with my hair. Something I wish I carried. For me, I left my what's it called? Ugali at the airport. So guys, I suffered. I used to eat omena with bread.
So you make omena sandwich. Omena sandwich.
Yeah, like meat and bread, omena and bread. Because now there's omena and pasta. That's
bread at least kona kamunga, even if it's not.
And the bread is sweet, so it's not even that it's still giving. And my dad used to feel bad. I can send photos of what I've eaten he even started using stickers because now it's like but eventually they sent me some unga. What else do I wish I carried? Honestly, I don't think much because I got so much when I was there. Like things that I needed. Okay, hopefully with time I can remember. Or if you're a makeup person, it would be easier to buy your makeup here than there because you'd find more of like whiter complexions than. And if
Yeah,
it's
shade.
dark people, it's
Like really
dark. Like
Melanin,
there's
melanin.
no
There's
yeah,
not
there are no
brown.
variations of like black makeup
Different
unless you're
shades.
going to Sephora, which again
Yeah.
very pricey. So maybe if you do makeup, you could just go with your makeup and find something else. Trying to see what else I would have carried.
But what else did you carry that was so unnecessary you didn't use the entire time?
Not a bed cap, a duvet, ooh, whatever. Okay, but that you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't. For me, it's just that my house was very like when they said furnished. It had everything. It had towels. It had washcloths, which I was shocked that they had them, but
Wow.
they did. Don't carry a blanket. Oh my god, don't carry a sufuria. They have.
Sufuria.
Yeah, because utakuwa airport wanafungua bag zako alafu na sufuria ndo zinaanguka.
Na
Please
mwiko.
don't carry. No, you should
should
carry a mwiko. Yeah, you should carry a mwiko though they don't have.
Yeah.
Like mwiko sasa sita kupikia ugali.
But then,
So, going
mlikuwa
to-
mnapika ugali na nini?
We carried a
Oh.
Everyone carried a mwiko.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But I could just borrow your something.
But how the
Stay
distance?
far
So the
away,
thing is,
yeah.
like, even if like Dulcie was staying 45 minutes away from me, I
Yeah.
couldn't just go visit Dulcie just because their distance, especially for like a small country, it was just shocking for me that we take that much time
Yeah.
on the road. But yeah, carry a maker, that's like you will really need it. A rolling pin if you can. If you want, you can buy the supermarkets, but it's very expensive. Can't believe I bought rolling pin at 700 for. But
Wow.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
you have
there.
to.
Unless you start rolling chapels with wine bottles, that can still
That can work. That's genius. That's so genius.
Yeah, oh, you'll miss chapels because their fly isn't the same as ours. Like it will make chapatis, but not
Not
they
the
won't
chapati.
be the same way. Yeah, something that I carried that I didn't need. I think for me, even shoes, because most of my shoes I left them there. My pants, because I gained weight within a month. So
Then
my
it's
clothes
not-
were working out for me.
Yeah.
So no, but
I go to dating.
basically.
Another expectation I have is my French is going to improve, but already because I'm at a level where I can have conversation. I'm assuming if I go there, I can have conversation. Or is it going to be a struggle? Because I also hear that their French is like way different from ours. We have textbook French and conversational French.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
how is that for you?
I'd just say the way you say like textbook French, it's like someone learning Kiswahili Sanifu and then you drop them in Nairobi. Do you think they're going to
Survive?
Exactly. Okay, not survive, they will.
Okay,
but
they will, but-
the people would just be so you understand for example. So
Yeah.
I'd say Paris is a bit better because there are so many tourists. So maybe you'll catch people who speak English. So you can just strive to speak to them in French. Not on the other hand, everyone like I arrived at the airport, I was so lost, man. And with my bags and everyone is just I was just like, excuse me, vous parlez, moi je parle pas l'anglais. I haven't even finished my sentence. Maybe I wanted to ask if you have a phone.
Yeah.
But then in North now, like these other towns you go to, they really don't. Like you find less and less people who speak English. So at the beginning you would struggle, but with time, I think it just gets better because now that's all you hear. And now it's like, I feel like that's a very good immersion because now there's no, like the way in AF you would learn French, then when you leave Alliance, it's Kiswahili or whatever.
Yeah.
This one is now maybe you would speak English with your kids, but once you're outside the class, it's French everywhere. So you just have to stick to it. Something else that would push your French is for me is to order stuff online a lot. And they did me that way because the Shane when we arrived, Shane was removed for a while,
Yeah.
and it got back. Like Shane was like my thing, and the I'm thinking what they're word in French. What are they called? delivery guys, they don't know English, of course. So when they come and they're in a hurry and someone just calls you and it's like, oh, hello, hey, madam, j'ai un colis pour nous. I'm like, gosh, first to come relax. I'm crying because I can't even understand.
Calm down, slowly.
And they don't have that. And they're like, quoi? Comment? Moi, je parle pas l'anglais. Okay. Like, at least let's get into the middle ground before you get lost with my packet. And sometimes there used to be those ones who are very. I think there's one who was just allocated to my house each and every time, and every time they're just like,
you again. It's you again.
Because now I didn't have like a mailbox. That's why they kept on calling because okay, where are we going to drop your package? And I used to have huge packages. So with time, I just had to, I don't know, because I feel like for me, I used to get scared of speaking the French because I'm like, I don't want to sound like
funny.
Yeah, like I don't want to sound or say something wrong.
Yeah.
So now with the delivery guys, you don't have time to think about I'm scared. It will just come out. And after you finish, you're like, I feel conversation. Well, yeah, and remember the meeting because we had a meeting for an event for the magazine, and you see how these guys speak.
Yeah,
I got used to it. So
I remember being in that meeting, and I was like, Rochelle, talk, please. I don't understand. What do you, Callisto? You're telling me to talk.
And Callisto's text me like, Rochelle, I know I've studied French. I've done my B2, but I have no idea what this guy is.
I remember when we had that meeting. They had their videos on and I couldn't even open my video. That was one. And then when I introduced myself and shut my mic, and then I think you said something and then you asked me what I thought. And I was like, I am not thinking of anything. Already, I'm struggling to keep up with you guys speaking, so please just continue speaking. I will follow. I agree with everything you say at this point.
Exactly.
So,
but I think you'd find the immersion, and then sometimes it's like, but you're not allowed to speak English with the kids, but it will like your French will be better, and then there you'll notice maybe you wouldn't be so scared, especially with like natives, because they don't like they appreciate if you just say it, however, but your French will be very different from when you leave the country to when you go back.
What about dating in France? Because there are a lot of expectations, and I've seen some of the people get married. I've seen some people, have stories. I've heard a lot of stories. So I really just want to know about your experience. I'm not going to say my expectations for this one, but I just want to know your experience.
All I'd say is your soulmate could be North Korea.
North? That's one.
Or South Korea. No. Okay, so I mean, I've done this, and then I remembered I used to talk to my kids a lot with, like, I talk with my hands a lot. So if I'm giving them instructions, and then they start laughing, and I'm like, did I say something wrong? And they're like, no, like Madame 6'7", and I didn't understand what the hell that was. So I was like, what? Like, and the more I do this, it's funnier for them. I still don't understand what 6'7" is.
I know a song. There's a song, and then there's.
But okay, then
I don't know. It's just a trend. I feel like as Gen Z, we are so old to understand, but it's the younger.
And they laugh and they turn like 6'7". I'm like, what the hell is? So even when I give them I know I've digressed.
Yes.
Even when I give them activities and I give them like cards to pick numbers and avoid number 6 and number 7 because I can't do it.
You don't want to.
From 5 we skip to 8 and 9 because I know. But anyway, I don't know about dating. I just
6, 7.
True. The good thing is the pool is wide. This time, it's interesting that you don't see people with their tribes, which I feel like in Kenya is lots of that. Like, where does this one come from? Are you a Luo or whatever?
Yeah.
There, it's more of like countries, which is like I think more interesting. So you'll have a wider pool of countries. Which I'm really trying not to say something controversial.
Say it. We've never known you to shy away from.
It was so interesting because now you'd find most of the African countries that are there. Kenya is viewed as like Maju kind of thing. So it's like if you're the Kenyan and you talk, maybe for Kenyan men, if they find like
Other
babes
Kenyan.
from other like the African, for them it's like
okay.
hypergamy,
Yeah.
like she'll be like, yeah, I'm dating a Kenyan man, I'll get Kenyan citizenship. For me, it can't be, because now I'm sort of like,
Yeah. It's
I have Congolese friends who watch this.
no, you can't, but you not said Congo. You not said Congo.
Okay. Yeah.
But also, it's also like you're also looking at this long term, because if this is going to work, it's better, because people are also thinking of dual citizenship at the end of the day.
It's not that easy to get dual. Okay.
I know
it's
it's
not easy to get that citizenship in France like that. I don't think it works the same.
I get that, and that's not what I was going
Oh,
to.
okay.
It's just that even when you're like dating from other countries, also thinking of, if this is end term, how does this benefit you in terms of the country you're. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so-
like I can only do this dual once, and then you want me to pick which country. Hey, please. I can only go up from here. Yeah.
The trajectory is only upward. Yeah.
But I'd say honestly, just have your fun. Don't look for something serious.
Don't go there to get married.
It's-
Okay, unless you want to, but like.
I don't know. Like, to
each their own.
Yeah, if it works out for you, well
Good,
and good.
yeah.
But just I feel like this opportunity to like go to France, especially in like our age, just have fun. Even make memories that probably there are people you'd never talk to again. But
Yeah.
when you think about that specific, it was and travel. Wow, you'll have so much fun. Go to all those countries, not the. Okay, me, I'm biased with countries. Go to the southern countries. Those ones are like very, very. And if you're looking for love, go to the southern countries.
That is where love is.
Maybe if you want, like,
Who
to
knows?
see the Euro Afro Nation for Lydia K. Look at the men, exactly. Where was she?
Portugal. Afro Nation should be on the bucket list. Afro Nation should be there. The problem is
whenever
by the
they're
time.
getting someone.
Yeah.
But you can try extend your contract. Who knows? You can.
But that's also another whole process.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be an episode on its own. Like the administrative procedures. That's an episode on its own, because it's Huduma Center all over again.
And near your house.
Exactly.
All much
like
going.
like going to get your good like imagine going to apply for your ID. Yeah, some of those administration can get like opening your bank account. Worse if you don't have a house. If you have to like apply for housing, hey,
It's a whole different. Oh my god.
Exactly.
And how did you wait, when you were leaving, you already had housing?
for me, yeah, my school was offering
that's
accommodation, so
good.
it was easier. But most people, no. Yeah. We'll do another. For the people who are going to France or you're going to Europe for the first time and you have questions, comment down below. I think we can do another episode maybe, or we can answer your commonly asked questions or your expectations. And I can tell you the reality.
I will take you next year.
Yeah. And with that, say to a bientôt.